We are now on page 12 of your working file, the Pick tool. Well, of course, the Pick tool, in very many ways, is the most important tool because you use it to select things, move things, choose tools, etc. So whenever you see the arrow, you have what we call the Pick tool. I have mentioned this before, but I will highlight it again. When you select an alternate tool and then tap the spacebar, it automatically goes back to the Pick tool. So no matter what tool, you have to tap the spacebar and automatically it will go back to the Pick tool. Now the main reason I have created a lesson about the Pick tool is there's a couple of unique features about it. A lot of people don't understand how these really affect the way you work. Here they are. The Pick tool selects objects. How do you do that? Simply click an object. Well, this is what we would call an ellipse that has a black outline and green fill. I can click anywhere on that to select the ellipse, as you can see. Here I have a rectangle with curved corners. Well, round the corners if you like, and it's see-through. It has no color. It's sitting on top of the circle with the ellipse. If I click, do you notice how the object becomes selected? Now, I guess it's a psychological thing, but for me, because it has no fill and is see-through, I don't expect it to become selected when I click inside, because I don't feel I am clicking on anything. I should be clicking through it. So here's the thing. If you hover right alongside on the outer object, right on the outlining click, you will notice I missed it. I will do it again. Missed it again, but there we go. I got it, right? So if you hover on the right spot, you can actually click through the object and select something that's behind. Personally, I really don't like that. What I prefer is for the object to be treated as though it has no fill, and so therefore I can't select it. Well, there is an option there for this. By default, CorelDRAW is set up as treat all objects as though they had a fill. We can't change this. If you simply right-click on the Pick tool, go to Customize, come down to Toolbox, Toolbar, right down the bottom to Properties, we will bring up the Options dialog box, and there are lots of options, and here we will talk about at another time, but we need to come to the toolbox. Now click the plus, come down and look for the Pick tool. There it is right there, the Pick tool. So if I clicked on that, all of the options for the Pick tool are right here. See, this is turned on. Treat all objects as filled. Well, if I turned that off and click OK, now I'm clicking, keep on clicking, and nothing's happening. And I can easily select the object that has the fill. But if I click here, nothing happens. To select, I have got to click on the outline, and I personally far prefer that. One more thing, Control-J brings up the same options dialog box. In fact, it's a lot easier, really, isn't it? So Control-J brings up the option dialog box. Some people like to have the Pick tool look like a crosshair. Instead, I will show this to you. So click that, click OK, and now you have a crosshair. Select your object, move your object around, and of course the crosshair. I guess it will allow you to do a lot of aligning. For example, if I click in the center and I move up there, the crosshair allows me to know that I am aligning the center of my ellipse with the top of that rectangle, or, as you see, I'm centering the ellipse with the center of the rectangle. Hello? It's not everybody's cup of tea, and it's certainly not mine, but I do know some of you will prefer it, so I wanted to show you. So Control-J, and I personally will turn that off, and I will leave this off as well. But it's up to you what you prefer. Let's move on.